One of the biggest reasons why women dump men is because of loss of attraction. That is probably the most common reason and the biggest reason why women dump men, because of loss of attraction. And a lot of the time it is because when a man gets into a relationship, he becomes really complacent. And it's an easy trap to fall into, to become complacent when you're in a relationship with a woman. You know, when you two first start meeting and dating and courting, you're both basically trying to be like the best version of yourselves in front of the respective partner. So when you're meeting that woman and you're going on a date, most likely you're trying to go above and beyond to appear to be the best version of yourself. And then gradually over time, it becomes a bit more relaxed. You know, you two both understand that you like each other and approve of each other. And then things become a little more relaxed. But by that point, your brains are both on cloud nine. And you're getting a lot of dopamine being produced in each other's presence. But this is not going to last. That's like the honeymoon phase. It's not going to last. After about 6 months or so, the brain's level of dopamine gradually goes back to its residual level. And that's when you find out if a relationship is really going to last, because that's when, if you haven't built the foundations, solid foundations and grounding, you might have a chemistry, but have you got the grounding? Have you got the communication? Have you got the centeredness of being a man in a relationship? If you haven't got these, then there's a chance this relationship, once the chemistry wears off, is going to fail. And that happens in a lot of instances. And also what happens, you know, when a woman dumps a man, you know, the guy stopped working on himself. You know, before he met the woman, you know, he was working on himself. He was constantly trying to be the best version of himself, you know, trying to get promotion at work, trying to start a business, you know, study, you know, maybe, you know, do some sports, whatever it is, he's trying to better himself. And a common trap that we've all fallen for is that when you get with a woman and you're having sex and the endorphins are hitting and, you know, the dopamine is through the roof, you start to get a little bit lazy and complacent, and you stop becoming that guy that she was attracted to. And that is when attraction can start to fall, and that is when a woman can consider dumping you. So it's very important when in a relationship to still keep that drive and ambition. Make sure that you are still that guy that she fell for. Don't let standards slip. Of course, there's going to be a period in the honeymoon phase where maybe you're not as focused on your goals because you're going through the time together to bond. But after that, you know, and even a little bit in that, you still need to be working on yourself and trying to improve yourself and constantly trying to be that guy that she fell for, but not for her, for yourself. And through doing it for yourself, she will continue to be attracted to you. And also another reason for loss of attraction is scarcity mindset. So especially when the woman starts to pull away a little bit, which is very common, it's happened to all of us. You know, when a woman starts to pull away a little bit, a man gets desperate and starts acting needy and starts sending messages like, oh, have I done something wrong? Or why are you being like this? So it's very important that when a woman pulls away from you, and, you know, most women are going to pull away from you at some point for some reason. It could be a test, it could be family matters on her side, it could be anything. But you just need to remain in your core and in your center, because that if you start having a scarcity mindset and start acting desperate, which again is a common trap, we've all done it in the past, that is going to decrease attraction and have the opposite effect to what you're trying to achieve. I know it's hard, I've been there, but it gets easier the more you practice. Anyway, let me know what you think. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, hit the notification bell so you get a notification when I make a new video. And with that, enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you on the next one.